What we're going to be doing in this lecture is showing you how to add annotations and images to your course. So the first thing you want to go ahead and do is we have the same file footage that we had from the previous two lectures where we added transitions, made some cuts, and now what we're going to do is add some annotations and text to really hit home with some of the points we want to make. Okay, so what you want to go ahead and do is go up to the top menu bar and hit Title, hit the New Title button, and then the Default Still button. This will bring up a menu button where it's going to tell you a little bit about the dimensions. We're going to go ahead and give this a name, Example 1, and click OK. And so now we see another window pop up, and this is showing you where on the video we can see the text. So right now, go ahead and click the window, and you instantly can start typing. And so here we typed out example 1, and here you have the ability to make this bigger. You can change the font, and here, so we're going to go ahead and stick with this, example 1. And so now all you can do is we're going to maybe move it around a little bit to the bottom. You go up to the selection tool, move down, and we're going to like it right there. And so it's a little bit hard to read, so we're going to go ahead and also change the color. And you go on the right hand side and hit the color button. And so we're going to pick a nice black. That's a little bit easier to read. And now go ahead and close this. That new title that we called example 1, you'll see is now on your left panel. And so go ahead and grab it and drag it over, and what you're going to go ahead and see is now it's visible. So when you move the playhead, you'll see that everywhere that you drag that title over, it'll be visible. If you go ahead and move over past that, the end of it, it'll go away, so it's not there anymore. So now what we want to go ahead and do is similar to the way we were adjusting the transitions and the B-roll. So you can go ahead and drag it around to make it the length that you want. So for this one, we're going to want it to just start at the very beginning of our whole video, and we want it to end when the B-roll also ends. So now when you play the video, we have the video that's playing with the title and switching to the B-roll all in one. So when thinking about adding annotations, the most important thing is you want to make sure that your annotations are adding value or highlighting some of the key points you want your students to really take in when they're watching your course. So a lot of times what we end up seeing a lot of is courses that have a lot of text on screen that draws the attention away from the main focus. And so if you're just typing in all of the information that you're actually saying, this actually isn't a good way to get your students to remember the key points. Our suggestion would be to just highlight the things you want them to really take away and add those in the right places. Overall, adding titles is definitely a great way to enhance your videos and let your students know what are some of the things that they should be caring about. So now that you know how to add annotations to your videos, one of the other things you can also do is add images. So similar to the way that we imported our videos in, you're going to go ahead and click File, Import, find the image that you want to use. And so in this instance, we're going to use, this is a course title. So now what we'll see is the image that we imported is now available. So what we can go ahead and do is, similar to the way we are dragging our files, we will get an in and out and pull it over. Okay, so now that you've pulled your image over into your timeline, it works pretty similar to the way your video files work. You can pull the ends to extend the time that it is visible on the screen, and you can play around with it. So for this one, for instance, we're going to probably move it to the very front as a title. And so now this will be how we decide to start our course. We're going to shorten a little bit, and now when we play it, we have a course with the image, the text, the B-roll, and what we really did is we went ahead and hit a little bit of the cuts, added a little bit for the beginning of the course. And so obviously this is just a sample, but we've been doing the same process as we've been creating this course. So this is definitely a great way, and this is the process we use to put our course together. Adding an image is definitely a great way to add value to your course. A lot of the ways that you can do this is by, if you never recorded any B-roll, you can go ahead and add images to represent some of the things you're talking about or you want your students to really take away or see. In this instance, we created a title slide photo, and so we just imported it in to add to our video.